Basement Podcast coming to you today with my main man, Ray, 100% Heisey, and I'm Joe Jackson, bringing you some good listens today.
You gave me like a badass nickname, and you were like, just Joe Jackson.
Yeah, 100%, because 100%.
By the way, that was what, I was stuck on the first podcast. I literally would say 100% after anything, even if I was like 50%.
Yeah, basically the last podcast was the first time we ever did that ever, so it was pretty trash, but still a lot of fun.
No, it was a lot of fun. I think it was a lot of fun.
I think it was good, but we're learning as we go along. Two things I want to get out of the way. First of all, last podcast, Philadelphia is not the capital of Pennsylvania. Our producer, Maddie Ice, on the ones and twos over here, he told us shortly after that it's Harrisburg, which I had no clue.
Yeah, and then Joe proceeded to search that Pennsylvania was the capital of Philadelphia. So,
and the other thing that we messed up is you said 1 year in Philadelphia that you lived,
yeah.
And for some reason I thought it was 7 years.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop you.
It's okay. Next time, correct me though, because now
Okay.
I felt stupid.
Yeah, you took off with it, and I was like, I'll just make him look stupid as fuck.
But yeah. This podcast, we're going to be a little more structured and have a topic rather than just going really into nothing.
And disarray, pretty much.
It was still good in conversation, but today we're talking about relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Relationships we've had in the past, what we want out of relationships.
Every bullshit toxic story.
Yeah.
Not every single thing, because we'd be here for fucking days. But pretty much like what me and Joe have seen in the relationship world, and what we think is right, what we think is wrong. You probably might think our right is your wrong, our wrong is your right. Whatever the fuck you think, you're just going to hear it from us.
Basically just our opinions.
Yeah, 100%.
On 100% on relationships. I'll just go into it real quick. I talked about it a little bit last podcast, but my current relationship I'm in, which is the longest relationship that I've ever been in by a year. The longest before that was about a year. This one's 2 years. And it's going really good, and just really happy with what I got going on right now. Yeah. But I've been in some bad relationships before that have been really toxic.
You seem happy, though. This is like the first adult relationship I've ever seen you in.
Oh, 100%.
And it's weird because you are one childish motherfucker in anything. But it makes me happy, though.
Yeah. I've only had a couple. You can call serious girlfriends that I've had. This is hands down the most serious, and the first time I've ever been in love. Before this, I've never really felt what being in love was like, and this time, I felt that 100%.
Well, I think it's because like you have a actual meaning of what love is. Before you were just like, you were born with this instinct like, oh, I'm going to grow up and be attracted to this person, and like I'm going to eventually fall in love with this person, because there's no way I can be attracted to this person and not fall in love with them. So now that you have like a deeper like understanding of it, of you fall in love with this person because like that's what you chose to do and not because of that's what you felt was right, it's a completely different ballgame.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think a lot of it, too, is just being more mature and understanding relationships. And obviously the talk we're going to have today is a lot more serious than last podcast, our intro podcast, and we're going to have more serious and less serious conversations here on out.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be talking about buttholes.
100%.
Other times we'll be talking about relationships.
It's mostly like a podcast intervention for Joe, because he's like a really shitty person. But like he's getting better.
Really?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, this is today we're going to talk about like what we've been through, so I'll start. My whole life I never really like had like a serious relationship, really. I've been in love when I was like younger, and then like my most recent relationship, it was my best and worst relationship, but a lot of shit happened. Every one of my fucking friends saw me through it pretty much. It was one of those where like everyone was telling you it was wrong, and like everyone was like supporting you in the beginning because like they just wanted to support you for being your friend, and then in the end it just ended up being like, bro, like what the fuck are you doing to yourself type thing.
Yeah, that relationship was really toxic, and you saw the downward spiral of you guys kind of like halfway through the thing when shit started going. It just kind of kept going down.
Oh yeah, but the thing is like when it kept going down, there was like one day where it would be like fucking like the best day ever, and like you'd forget about all the other 20 other days that were like absolutely fucking horrific.
Well, that's the thing. When you're in a committed relationship, you turn a blind eye to a lot of things.
Oh, dude, it's literally like if I could put that in my gravestone.
On purpose, you do.
Oh, dude, you have to.
Exactly. That's one of the things with relationships. You have to compromise. You can't stand so firmly your ground on something, because then you just fall apart. You have to compromise with each other and talk shit out.
That's literally what it comes down to, because like you could have the best sex in the world, you can have the best connection in the world, you can like literally have the most amazing person in your life that you like are in love with, but if you don't have communication, that shit goes absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere, especially when it comes to like fighting, or like I'm very hard-headed. So if you don't come to me in a certain way that I would like to be handled, like if you don't come to me calmly and be like, hey, like what you did like kind of bothered me, instead of being like, why the fuck would you do that? You know, it's like it's the littlest things that like make the biggest change. Just approach.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even like the relationship I'm in right now, I'm really good at communicating. I can take my feelings and I can communicate it to my significant other, but the current relationship I'm in, she's not the best at doing that. So that's one thing we have to work through constantly, is my ability to be able to communicate about anything, and hers not so much. But we make it work, and it's just something that we both deal with constantly.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it comes down to that, because you don't know what life experiences she's been through. I mean, you know about them because she's told you, but you don't know what they've done to her. So you don't know like what she's holding back, the reason behind that. So it literally could be anything. But I don't care who the fuck you are. Everyone's been through a toxic relationship before, and I don't think you learn I don't think you know until you actually go through it. Because everyone can be like, oh, I fucking went out with this girl for a couple months, and she told me this and this and this, and we were so good, and then the next day it was gone. No, like toxic literally feels like it's the best thing in the world, but the worst thing in the world at the same time.
Yeah. This podcast is already like twice as heavy as the last one. I know.
We went fucking deep in, dude.
I think it's been like maybe 5-10 minutes.
Damn.
And I already feel the last one's a lot more fun. This one's very fun still, but we're getting serious topic here, which is relationships. It can be a really fun thing, but we've both had bad experiences, and that shit just is heavy a lot of time.
I mean, it's not an easy conversation, but like it has to be talked about, because at the end of the day, like that's what life is based off of, is just relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether it's friendship, love, family, anything. Let
me ask you this: what's your perfect first date? Like if you were going on a first date and the girl, because this shit doesn't happen. Girls don't take guys on dates. Guys take girls on dates. It's just how it works. Whatever. What if a girl took you on a first date? What would be like your ideal first date?
Dude, I would literally, if a girl took me to an arcade for our first date, I'd literally go like and look for rings on the same day.
Well, that's another thing. We've talked about that before. Seeing a girl and like imagining yourself with that girl.
Oh, dude, it's the creepiest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, it's very creepy. But I think maybe a lot of guys do it. Maybe it's just us. But
maybe we're just fucking creepy.
You see a hot girl. By the way, I don't do this anymore because I'm in a relationship. But you see a hot girl walk by, and you literally imagine your entire life with that girl, the house you buy, and children you're gonna have with this girl that just walked by.
That's why I think when it comes to guys and girls, like when a girl looks at a dude, it's not like she's looking for all these like physical attributes, because at the end of the day, guys, You're gonna look at their face. You're gonna look like their muscles or whatever the fuck, their height, whatever. When you look at a girl, you look at her titties. You're looking at her ass. You're looking at her face. You have so much to be attracted to, other than what a girl sees. So, in my head, when I look at a girl, I like picture me with her and how I would look or the things we do, and I'd be like, "Damn, she's pretty hot," because I'm picturing us being together. It's just fucking weird. It's so creepy.
It's super Me Too right now, but we're not like that. We're just talking in a it's a jokingly serious thing. It's never.
It's not like
intent.
a creepy like fucking like, oh my god, like I want that girl in my house.
I'm gonna stalk that girl.
Now I'm gonna fucking sniff her butthole. No, nothing like that.
But really, like I probably would sniff her butthole.
No, 100%. I've thought about sniffing buttholes. But no, it's just like when guys look at a girl, it's like it's anything to find attraction. They like will make all the other things attractive. So like even if like let's say I'm an ass man, I love ass over titties any day. So if I see a girl with like a nice ass and she's not like the best to look at, I don't want to mean to sound like a dick, but if she's not like the best to look at, but she has a nice ass, I'd be like, she's pretty hot, dude.
Yeah, an ass can take a 4 or 5 to like an 8
dude,
or 9.
It's like
easy.
It's like steroids for girls.
Yeah, it might even be better than that.
Oh, because you can be born with it. You can't be fucking born with straight up coming out of the womb jacked.
For sure.
But you can be born with a nice ass.
But it's just crazy where asses have gone today. Like,
dude, I see some 13-year-olds and I'm like, let me back the fuck away from this, dude.
that like straight up though, in the least creepy way possible. You can see a girl from a distance and be like, damn, that girl's hot. And then she gets like the 50-yard rule. You get close to her and you're like, oh my God, I take that back. Like she's way too young.
Dude, like remember like when we were younger and Akon got caught with that girl in the club?
No.
Everyone, okay, so Akon made that song, Sorry, because he got caught with a 16-year-old.
Locked up, won't let me out.
No, not
Is
that.
Akon?
No, that's Akon, but not the song. Yeah, so he came up with it, or he went to the club, and this girl was 16, and he was at a club, and obviously only 21-year-olds can get in the club, so the girl used a fake ID, and Akon, she was
14-year-old.
Yes, she was 14, 15 actually. So
young Matty Ice with the
it up real
Google
quick.
pull up over there.
But yeah, he like hooked up with her because she was in a club, and
Like an
obviously
18+ club.
21 and plus.
Illegal. Oh, she got in illegally.
Yeah, 21 and plus. But everyone looked at him like, oh, like how could he? He's a fucking rapist and all this. He's a pervert. I get it. I understand your point of view because like I don't have a daughter or I'm not a girl myself. But if you look at it from a dude's point of view, if a girl is acting 26, 23, 24, 22.
If she's in a club and you don't ask her age, and not justifying what he did, obviously, but
no, of course not. But like, there's a lot that goes into it, and these girls are making themselves so like, it's becoming more and more accepted.
Go back to that.
It's becoming more and more accepted to look older than what you are, which I don't
faces
understand.
Criminal charges after flinging a teenager into a concert crowd. Oh, that's something different. That's him. He threw some chick into a concert crowd and fucked her up. Akon's kind of a dick.
Okay, that's kind of fucked up.
Shit. That's kind of crazy, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know she was 14. Damn, that's like some R. Kelly shit.
I don't even want to talk about that creepy ass.
He was like
peeing
on girls.
That's
Did
fucked
you watch
up.
that documentary? On
No,
Netflix?
I couldn't.
No,
and it's not that it was uncomfortable. It was just like I don't want to sit
good.
there and just.
It's good.
Yeah, but it was like the same thing over and over.
But like shit like that, that's what exposes those people, and that's what pushes shit like that.
It's sad that it takes that long to come out, though. Like these people just have went through it for so fucking long, and then like it comes out like 12, 13 years after.
Yeah, that's like but I mean, it takes shit being in the news like that for people to get exposed.
For
like
sure.
Jeffrey Epstein and him not killing himself.
Yeah, he for sure didn't kill himself. But another fucked up thing that I think about, like, it really is like a man's world. Like when me and you think about leaving our house, never once does my brain think that I might go out and I might get raped today, ever.
I've never once thought that.
Ever. because you're a dude that never will
That's
happen
the first
to you.
time I've even like you saying that. This is the first time I've ever even thought.
And
about
it's
anything
weird
like
to you to even like have that thought cross your mind because it never crosses your mind. When you're a girl, you think about that shit every single day. No matter if you go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese or Walmart or fucking Kroger.
Why would she be going to Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know, because you're a happy little 14-year-old.
Oh, okay. Now I know you're okay. I got what you're saying.
Just go with the story, Joe. God damn it.
I was just why I was like thinking of a girl my age going to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, why is she going to Chuck E. Cheese? That's
Why
kinda
can't
weird.
she be happy enough? Why she can be secure enough to go to Chuck E. Cheese at 24?
Maybe she was taking her child there.
Maybe she was Chuck E. Cheese herself.
Chuck E. Cheese low key their pizza slaps,
Dude, I want their pizza at my wedding.
That probably can't happen. I don't think they cater. I don't think Chuck E. Cheese caters.
I will probably fucking make sure my career somehow takes off and I have a fucking Chuck E. Cheese caterer.
But like you were saying, I struggle like even like my girl going to anywhere by herself. That's in the back of my head. Like when she goes to like Walmart or Meijer or whatever, I'm like kind of terrified. Like I want her to like constantly be texting me because you hear about all those stories, especially in the area we're at. People talk about it all the time because we're so close to Canada.
Yeah.
So people can get snatched up and be across the border in no time.
Yeah. Human trafficking is no fucking joke, dude.
And it's huge.
But I never have to think about that. I never have to feel unsafe about that. And it's fucked up. It's really fucked up to think about, but it's literally the fucking cold hard truth.
Then that's what you're saying, like it's a man's world because shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of different aspects. So, like,
I think in the workplace, it's switching slowly.
Yeah.
And it's over the last 10 years. I mean, it's been crazy, but in the workplace especially, like, but that's what like that Me Too stuff has kind of stopped a lot of that because you got these creepy CEO presidents of companies
just
taking advantage of women with their power.
Just power, bro.
Ugly,
Just
fat
powerful
dudes like what's that guy? NBC.
Harvey
Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, that dude's a creep.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro.
Dude, have you
sucks.
seen that guy? Pull up a picture of that guy real quick. He's like literally the most ugly, fat. Like he looks like he should just be. Yeah, there we go.
He looks like a mole with facial hair.
That is disgusting. Like, how does that guy even like?
Imagine having to fuck that
Look
to become famous.
Dude, I would.
Oh, I would 100% slob on his knob, dude. To be
No, that dude is so ugly. He's
and he like
he's married to that Julie Chen girl. You know who that is?
no, but he like the people that like said that he did shit to them was like Gal Gadot, like Wonder Woman. Can you imagine being Wonder Woman and having to suck that dude's dick to be in a movie?
Dude, even like I was like reading stories on like the guy. Oh man, that's just so weird.
Like,
I was
these
reading
dudes
stories
just
on that
deserve
guy,
to be
and like
killed.
the women would like meet up with him. This is what they allegedly claimed. They would meet up with him. He would claim it as a meeting, and then he would like have a meeting in like his hotel room, and they would come to there, and he would just like come out in a robe and be like, "Hey, can you rub my back? Can you do this, that, and the other?"
That's literally some porn like casting, but like actually like real, like girls not actually wanting to be there. Like when they say no, and
if
then
that
they
dude
force
was in
them.
a porn, I would never watch that porn.
Oh, dude, I would fuck. My imagination would be my best fucking tool if that dude ever started in a porn. If that dude ever started in a porn, I would stop doing podcasts.
God, that guy's so ugly. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's fucked up, man. Like, there's a lot of shit that, but I also don't like the fact that, not to sound like a fucking asshole, but I don't like the fact that like some girls see shit like this and then like generalize guys.
Oh yeah, but we're all.
But I get it.
We're all dicks.
I 100%
Every guy's
get
a
it.
dick, but to generalize like that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I get it. I get it though. I agree with it and I don't agree with it, and I can see both points of view. But like, some girls literally live to like shoot guys down, or like, it's like if you thought about it, if you saw some dude making fun of a girl like online, everyone would be like, "You're a piece of shit. You're this. You're this. You're this." If you saw a girl making fun of a dude, everyone would be like, "Haha, kind of funny," because they think of dudes as like this physical.
Oh,
like,
they'll
more
back the
powerful.
girl up,
Oh.
especially in today's climate is so touchy. Like we've already said some shit.
I fucking hate it.
I'm
dude.
like, oh my god,
Like, just shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. If it's not bothering you, bro, if it's not like,
it's the pussification of America, man.
I
That's what it
fucking
is.
hate it. If it's not fucking like single-handedly like affecting your life, shut the fuck up and just move on.
Even if it is, shut
Yeah,
up.
even if it is.
Just shut up.
Yeah, have your own fucking opinions, talk shit in your own head, and walk away.
That's what I do. And then we come on here and talk shit about those people.
Yeah, I do that every podcast in my head. About you?
About who?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, it's crazy that different like countries have different cultures, and like women here have like the craziest, not the craziest freedoms, I shouldn't say that, but like equal freedoms as men.
They do. I mean, like, even like, I mean, I'm sure I'm wrong about a lot of this shit, but like, women can do whatever they want over here, and you go, I don't know what country, let's call it whatever, Middle Eastern or whatever, China, I don't know, but they're limited on what they can do.
Yeah.
They literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have any of their own rights or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's not any of the countries I said, but there's countries like that.
No, of course, but like, I think I don't even want to put women in that category because I think that's all of America. I don't think anyone knows how to appreciate things clearly here or like be thankful, because there's so much abundance of everything, whether it's like money or resources or like opportunities or anything, that people just don't know how to be thankful. There's people that literally would rather live their life wondering like if I'm going to eat next month or not, rather than just go out there and just get a job. And I know that some people don't have the means. I completely understand that, but
there's a lot of people like that in America though,
Yeah.
who are starving and
yeah, no, I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying like there's a lot of people who downfall like their life and like their like being non-ambitious on other people's money, pretty much.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's really crazy about that, the culture difference is like
Night and day, dude.
like relationships really in America. That's like one of the hardest things with dating and just like modern dating is everybody has so many options. You literally have the entire country, world, whatever, of options. That's what is like one of the biggest things. Our parent, not your parent, because she's from Albania, but my parents and a lot of people's parents, you grew up in your city, you married someone from your city or close by, probably a high school sweetheart, and you started a life together in that city. Like now you can literally be in a relationship with someone all the way across the country, and everybody has all these, you
Bro.
have unlimited options.
90 Day Fiance, bro. If you guys haven't seen it, you have to see it.
I hate that show.
It's the best fucking show in the world.
not that
It's the funniest show in the
not that
fucking world. It's amazing. There's literally, okay, so what it is these people that meet online, it's literally people from like outside of America scamming Americans to like get married and get their green card. And then like the Americans thinking that it's like real love and shit. And it's the funniest shit in the world because they're so fucking stupid. And I don't know if it's real, but like if it's not real, them motherfuckers are some good ass actors.
I think it's real. I think that's real.
I think so
I watched it
too.
a couple times. I hate reality shows. My girlfriend watches it all the time.
Dude, it is so fucking funny.
That's literally like what they do. So it's like, it's basically for them to get their green card, and then the American person is like actually looking for love.
Yeah.
And then the person getting the green card, maybe from the episodes I've seen, 10% are
Dude,
looking for
there
love.
was this
Maybe.
lady. She was like one of the episodes, she was like 50 or 60. And she was like heavy set. And she was going to Nigeria to marry this dude. And they like interviewed the dude, not to marry him, but to meet him, to start the process and shit. And the dude was waiting for her in Nigeria, and the like camera crew was like recording him, and they were like, "Hey man, how do you feel about her coming here? Like, are you excited?" He's like, "I'm very excited." And he's like, "But if she's fatter than the pictures," he's like, "I'm gonna be pretty upset."
Damn.
Like, imagine spending like, and from here to Nigeria, bro, that's like a 20-30 hour flight.
Could you do 90 Day Fiance? Could you do that?
I don't need to do that.
I'm saying, could you?
No.
Like, no?
No.
You would never do that?
Fuck no.
What if the girl was like really hot and interesting?
I can find that here.
Don't they pay them?
Fuck no, they don't pay them.
Just they get on TV.
The
that's
show?
it? Yeah.
No,
They get on
I don't
TV,
think
that's it.
so.
I don't think they do either. That show's crazy though. I can't watch it. I can't watch any.
If you want to talk about shows to bring back Parental Control, bro.
Parental Control.
Parental Control, Room Raid. Oh my fucking god, bro! Those were the guys would always like have that fucking spiked hair, wife beater, and they go in the girl's fucking drawer and smell her panties and shit with their parents
Room
downstairs.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
That show had to been fake because they would pull up on the dude's house and bust up in his house, breaking it like a B&E, and like knock down the door, B&E, rip the guy out of his. He's sleeping. The guy's sleeping. They knock his door down. Literally, they would knock it off the hinges, pull him out, and throw him in a van and kidnap him.
Dude.
And then they would go and do it 2 more times. Like, how was that show? That show would not pass. You couldn't do that now. You literally couldn't do that show now.
But it was so funny, dude. And I remember in parental control, they would literally, the boyfriend would be like the biggest scum in the fucking world, and the parents would be like, and like they would show the date on the TV, and the parents be sitting next to him, and the boyfriend would be like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm cuter than that other dude."
They would, yeah, that had to.
It was the most absurd fucking show.
It was
ever.
like the same
so
type
funny.
of dude every time, and he would start swearing and like bitching at the parents.
Yes, he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up! This is your guys' fault."
That.
And then like they would all line up and she would pick who she wanted. That shit was so cringy, but it was so funny.
Imagine Room Raider 2020. Like if they were kidnapping women out of their home, even if it's a joke, it's not. It wouldn't fly.
Did you just assume those are my panties? I actually wear boxers.
That was my dude. When my little 13-year-old self would like watch that show, and then when they would get into like the woman's room, I was like,
my
please
God, go to the panties, please go to the panties, please go to the panties.
Panty drawer.
Dude, are you gay? What the fuck's wrong with you? Go to the panties.
Like a panty raid. How about that SpongeBob episode where they literally raid that place? That don't fly, dude. The panty raid, dude. They B&E on that house, and they panty raided. Like you can't do that anymore. You just can't do it on TV.
It's just another like The Office, dude. A lot of people were like, I was talking about doing an Office rerun.
They shouldn't do. They shouldn't do that to that show. It's too good.
Absolutely, dude. And like they talked about
back.
Michael Scott being in like today's world. That show would have got canceled like 4 episodes in.
100%.
But it's my like that's what I fall asleep to every night.
Really?
Yeah,
You fall asleep to
fucking love that show.
I
Yeah.
fall asleep to like hardcore porn,
Well, yeah, that's obviously.
like real raging, like spit.
Hey, real
falling down
talk
her
though,
face.
if you can't sleep, if you guys want to know if you can't sleep in the middle of the night, if you crank one out and like your knees get weak when you get in bed, dude, I will pass the fuck out.
Wait, you
When I can't sleep,
you bust one out and then go to your bed. Like why are your knees?
yeah,
weak?
I'm not a bed dude.
No?
I can't jerk off my bed
Where do you jerk off?
in the bathroom.
Every time.
Almost every time I shower.
But every
Mom, please don't fucking watch this.
Yeah, the vulgarity. I don't even care. Honestly, I don't even care.
Yeah,
about
no, go
being
off.
vulgar.
Fuck it.
I jack off everywhere. I'm kidding.
You're universal.
No, basically, it's a 50-50 split, dude.
You're like this-
Bathroom bed, bro.
You're like the Swiss Army knife of jerking off. You just fucking do it everywhere.
Yeah.
You have a location for fucking everywhere.
You don't do it in your bed? That's kind of, I feel like that's
No,
weird.
dude. I don't like it. Like, I don't like the messy shit. I like it boop, boop, and just cleaned
Well,
up, gone.
You don't have to be messy. You can do it clean.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't know, man. It's a whole process. You got to get the tissues and you got to fucking.
You can do anything. You can use anything, a sock.
Well, I can do anything, Joe. I know I can do anything, but I just decide not to do it. I think it's fucking weird. Just sitting in my bed by myself, just stroking it.
What? Okay, what's the difference? You're in a bathroom.
Yeah, but I feel more safe.
I feel safer in my room than in the bathroom. Well, I
No.
live with a roommate. You live with your mom.
Relax. You live with your mom.
She uses that bathroom, right?
Stop. Yeah, she.
No, but do you have sex with your socks on?
No.
My feet get cold. I keep them on. I keep them on.
Sometimes when like,
Unless like
sometimes you know how to keep my feet, how I keep my feet warm.
how?
Like when I'm having sex. Okay? So I'm not a fucking missionary, dude, but a quick way to get your feet warm is if you're on top missionary, and like you know how sometimes the mattress sits a little bit away from the frame, and like there's that little dead space in the frame.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I stick my feet in there.
But the frame's cold.
No,
Yeah, it is.
no,
Sometimes.
because if you like, let's say like your feet are like this,
Okay.
and like it keeps going back and forth because you're like stroking, and you like
Okay,
create
friction.
and like your feet get warm.
Friction.
And then sometimes I'll incorporate positions to fold my feet together so they get warm.
What about like? Have you ever had like a girl take your clothes off before?
Duh.
Well, yeah, like completely strip you down. Like, does she?
Yeah,
take
like
your socks
she takes
off?
it.
Does
she takes
take
it off.
Does
from,
she
like,
take
my
your
hip,
socks
and I'm
off?
like,
Does she take your socks off?
absolutely, yeah,
No way. She takes your socks off. I've never had any girl take my socks off.
dude.
I keep them bitches on.
What are you missing out on, dude?
She?
You don't know the feeling of a girl taking your socks off.
I'll just I've probably taken them off like maybe 2% of the time.
And you keep them on the whole time.
Yes.
So just think about this.
Okay. Okay. I'll think about it.
If someone was in your room and they walked in and they see you and your girl having sex, butt ass naked, and they're like, they walk in and they see you with fucking socks on, you look like a psychopath. You look like you're ready to run at any moment.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Sometimes I'll even take the blanket and I'm like, cause I get cold. I get cold.
My name is Joe. When I fuck, I like to be warm. That's why I wear a heated blanket on my top of my head when I'm fucking.
I'll take the blanket like a cape and I'll like swoop over me and the girl and like kind of make a cocoon.
I have never been happier to like not be a girl and have to date a Joe Jackson. If a girl ever fucking, if I was a girl and the dude ever fucking put the blanket over him and put it as a cape, I would punch him in the fucking dick and just spit in his face and then
And
leave.
then I act like I'm Dracula.
Okay. All right. That's the end of that conversation.
No, but I just sometimes like most of the time I just let the blanket do whatever, but sometimes it's
Let the blanket do whatever like it's a fucking dog.
like, I don't know. Like, do you plan on what the blanket's gonna do? No, it just happens.
No, bro. And like, have you noticed that like most girls don't like to fuck with the lights on?
I don't like to fuck with the lights on.
God, Joe, we are so fucking different, bro.
You like to have the
I like
lights
to
on?
see shit, bro. I like to see what I'm fucking.
I can see in the dark.
Yeah, but like, have you seen it in the light?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I haven't had sex with the lights on, but I prefer the lights to be off.
Yeah, but like,
It's
imagine.
kind of mysterious, you know?
No, it's not, bitch. Because you know exactly what's going on. You know what titties are and you know what an ass is. It's not mysterious. You're not going to, I'm going to solve this case. Oh, is this a vagina?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The lights thing, I'm not for. Lights off, socks on. That's going to be my motto for the rest of my life. Lights on,
That's what Harvey
lights
Weinstein said
off,
too.
socks on. What's that?
What?
Did you just reference me to Harvey Weinstein? He definitely fucks with his socks on, dude. He definitely does.
He probably fucks with his socks on and probably keeps like a hand bracelet. I could never fuck with a hand bracelet either. I want nothing constricting my movements.
I kind of like enjoy, like, sometimes I'll keep my hat on and my watch.
Oh, dude, you are a fucking
Like,
what do you
What
have?
about a quickie? What about a quickie?
Take your fucking hat off.
You would keep a hat on for a quickie.
No. I would never keep a hat on, ever. Anything that constricts my body, I would never.
Ever. You've never had a quickie and kept your hat on, you're taking it off?
No.
No what?
I've never had a hat on while sex, ever.
Ever?
Whether it was a quickie, whether it was a fucking 2 hours, 3 hours.
It's only been a couple times. I've ate pussy with a hat on.
You blow my fuck. Dude, I even hate kissing with a hat on. Because it's like I can feel the hat hitting the girl's forehead, and I'm like, dink.
My girlfriend literally hates that. I literally hit her with the brim of my hat every time we kiss. She hates it.
Okay, so you're literally proving me right and proving yourself wrong.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, no fucking shit, because it's not hitting you in the fucking face.
But like you go to you go to eat pussy, you go Ash Ketchum and you flip that bitch backwards and you're ready to catch them all.
I don't want to watch Pokemon anymore, dude. All I'm gonna think now is every time Ash Ketchum turns his fucking head around, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna think of you eating pussy.
That's not. Don't think of that. Do not think of that. How to get a little bit back on subject? We kind of went array there. How important is sex in a relationship?
Very. I think it's like, if not the most important, it's like number 2.
Okay, I think how I look at it is it's up there with other things that are equally as important. So, sex, communication, quality time, those things I all look at them equally in my eyes. I view quality time as the same as sex. You can't have a relationship with just great sex. You know that.
I know. I know. What he's referring to is my most toxic relationship was also like the best sex I've ever had in my life. But it was like
the best.
It was like cursed, dude.
That shit's like heroin.
It literally.
I've never done heroin, so I can't. It's like really good drugs.
No, that shit is like, man, like you just think about it and you're like, holy fuck. Like this is the shit that you see on porn and you're like, I wish I could have that. And then like you have it and you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And like your mind is like open to a bunch of different shit. And you're like, I kind of like, if I was another person looking at me, I would put me in prison because of all the freaky thoughts I fucking think.
Wow.
Because it's freaky, dude. Some of this shit is freaky.
Oh, yeah.
I can't control it.
I think it's some crazy shit.
I can't fucking control it.
Do you think that's what kept your relationship alive?
For a minute, yeah.
Was that alone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it was also because, like, we built a life together and shit. But, dude, fuck my ex. Let's not talk about my ex.
Yeah,
fuck
that dirty little whore.
Stupid girl.
Yeah, I just don't like how people don't like talking about sex. Like, I think that should.
I mean, I think it should be like
I could talk about anything to anybody.
I think there should be like the same conversation as like, how was your day? Did you have sex last night?
Now that I'm thinking about that, I don't want to talk sex with my mom or dad.
Well, it's a part of life, dude. Mom,
yeah, but
have you gotten your back broken lately?
Hey, Mom, how was the last time you got your back blown out? She's gonna listen to this and hate us.
I know. No, but I don't know, man. It's a part of life. So, like, if you think that it's like something that's so fucking, we can't talk about it because he can't know that my dick goes into a vagina. We fucking know, dude. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. When I look at a couple, I've thought of them fucking before.
Me too.
I've thought of them fucking before. And that's why I say couples don't make sense to me. Not because of their personalities, but because I picture them fucking and I'm like, dude, that is not a good sight.
Yeah, a lot of the time that's really gross.
Kevin.
Let me Yeah, Kevin for sure. When I was in middle school, 4th or 5th grade, my brother this is before I knew what sex was. My brother, 2 years older than me, taught me how to have sex and what sex was. Like, basically, he told me a penis goes into a vagina. Mm-hmm. That's, like, what he said. I went into school the next day, and I was so happy to tell my boys how to have sex. Like, I went up. I'm sitting at the table. My best friend, Jacob Philpott. I probably shouldn't say his first and last name. Yeah. We'll just call him Jay. So, my best friend, Jay. Best friend. Like, this guy, I hung out with him all the time. I was like, bro, let me tell you, dude. My brother taught me how to have sex. Basically, you take your penis and you stick it into a girl's vagina. This was like before anything had ever happened to me. And he literally, right after that, went to the teacher and told the teacher on me that I taught him how to have sex. This tattletale, my best friend, went up to the teacher and was like, Joe just told me how to have sex. And I got suspended.
And that's why Joe was a virgin until he was like 19.
Yeah. 17. 17 or 18. I lost my virginity 18. I think I was 18.
Damn, dude.
I had a couple times before that. The reason I took that long is because before that I thought it was something sacred. It can be, but I thought it was something sacred and I wanted it to be like with a girl that I like really had strong feelings for. I had opportunities before that, but I like wimped out or I didn't think it was real. I had a girl one time and she was completely naked and I backed out because I was a bitch. I was on top of her.
I see. I don't think I could do that.
Well, now I couldn't, but at the
Well,
time.
now you could because you have a girlfriend, you piece of shit.
Exactly. I mean, obviously. We're talking hypotheticals here.
Yeah,
Hypotheticals.
yeah.
She was my girlfriend at the time, and I was just like, this doesn't feel right.
I backed out of sex. Like,
Well, yeah, but it was because it was my first time. I was scared, and I wanted it to be like, I didn't think she was like, I was like, I don't know if I want to lose my virginity to her.
yeah. No, I get that.
The first time, though, it was, the 2 pump chump thing. That was me.
Oh, dude, I was like like half air, half pussy, and I was gone. Like
Half air.
The
Oh, like
process
it-
of the air hitting my dick before it went into her pussy, it made me come.
You caught a breeze past your dick.
I
and you
was
came.
like, tink. Oh,
Yeah, literally.
I literally tapped it, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, this girl, the first time I lost my virginity, she comes to my
the
house.
first time I lost my virginity.
The first time I had sex, this girl comes to my house, and we had already done shit before that, like whatever, like everything but that. She comes to my house, we have sex, I come in 2 seconds, and she leaves right after, and my heart was broken.
Dude, to follow up on that, I'm not kidding you. Like, I came in like maybe like 30 to 45 seconds, and after the girl left and she was texting me, and I was like, "How's that? You like that?"
You did
I
not.
was like, "You like that?"
You did not. You
And
did
I was
not.
like, "What do you want different next time?"
You asked her how it was.
I was like, "How was that? You like that?" I was like, "Yeah."
Well, this girl was way more. She was experienced, and I was not at all.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Same
like
with me. Same with me.
I lasted
girl I
like 2
fucked
seconds.
wasn't a virgin.
Now I last like maybe 45 seconds. So I've been proved way.
Oh, dude, I'm at
tenfold,
least
tenfold.
like plus 3 seconds
Yeah, that's what I'm
from
talking
like
about.
6 years ago,
Yeah, improvement. That's
or like
great.
3 years ago. I'm just kidding. No, dude, it's taken a long time to be the porn rock star I am today.
Yeah, what's your porn name?
Morning Playtime.
That's
Did
not-
you forget?
That's your account.
That's
That's your
my
Pornhub
channel.
account. Is that what you call yourself? Morning Playtime?
Yeah, I'm a whole genre.
Oh yeah.
I'm not just a fucking.
I've always wanted my porn name to be Miles Deep.
Oh my god!
Isn't that?
I am so happy you decided to be an electrician.
You're telling me don't quit my day job? Is that what you're
There's
saying?
so many things that I wish that you.
I like dad jokes. Relax.
Yeah, but you actually have thought of that before, though.
The only problem is
Mind
for
you,
me it would be
Joe's-
like Inches Deep. And my first name would have to be Inches.
And then what was your Xbox name? My D she shall have.
Yeah.
Everything. The first time I met Joe, the first time I met him, the first conversation that came out of his mouth was, "Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, my name is Joe. Blah blah blah. I have the smallest dick you ever seen." That's the first thing you told me.
Yeah, I have like a 1-inch penis. It's like micro.
Yeah, Joe literally is like, I haven't seen it yet, but like when this dude is like excited to talk about girth.
Yeah.
Girth is like the only thing he has going for him, and he tells me all the fucking time.
It's like 1 inch, and then it's like 6 inches around.
Girth?
Yeah.
What do you have, a fucking orange, dude?
It's a chode, dude. They're called a chode. I take offense to that word. Don't use
Jesus
it negatively.
Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't have the biggest dick, but like, I'm very happy with mine.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, deep down, yeah, I'm happy with mine too.
Deep down, why'd you say deep down? Because that's where it's stuck.
Yeah, it's like they say you got a couple extra inches back there, and I'm waiting for them still to come out. No, it's like that. Ralphie May, a comedian. Girls don't want huge fucking mandingos. They want a medium dick. You know.
Yeah.
It's just easier to
Dude,
handle.
it's the easiest. Even when you go to fucking, when you're
Unless she's
unsure,
a size queen. She's a size queen.
when you're
screwed.
unsure though, of like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing this, but when you're unsure of what size to get somewhere, you always go for medium, even if it's a drink. When you think about coffee,
Oh yeah.
you always go medium because it's the happy medium.
Exactly.
That's why it's called a happy medium.
Yeah. So I get medium.
So
dick.
it's not small.
Girls like medium dicks, and I'm sticking to it.
No, 100%.
Do you think size matters?
God, why do you ask me this, dude?
I'm just asking.
I'm not grabbing dudes' dicks left and right.
Do you think it matters to a girl?
No.
Uh,
No.
only to really stuck up bitches. That's the only time I think it matters.
It's not even stuck.
As long as you got a little bit down there, I don't think it matters to most girls. But they're like I said, size queens, dude. That want
if you know what you're doing,
want a mandingo, that want that 10-inch dick. I wouldn't even want. I'd say my max want would be 8 inches. Any more than that, that's just too big.
my max want would be like 15 because I'm 10 right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Like, if you know what the fuck you're doing, it don't fucking matter how big your dick is.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a big dick and you don't know what you're doing, it does make up for it for some girls.
That's
because your dumbass cannot be doing anything, but your dick is just so big that it just fits in the right places.
damn.
But that's a benefit, though.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. What about those penis extenders that you put onto your dick and it makes it bigger?
Why do you know about this?
I've just heard people talk about them before.
You've heard people talk
I
about
have
it?
3. You don't know what a penis extender is?
No, I've never seen it.
They're like, it's like a silicone thing, and it like goes around this. You might be pulling up. Yeah, you stick your penis in that thing, and it's a huge dick, dude.
In what thing?
That thing, look at it. The holster Vex-Skin penis extender.
So it's like a fucking...
one down, right there with.
It's like a thick condom with extra...
It's a dick condom.
Dude, it's like a dick glove.
Click that one. No, click that one right there. Yep. No, to the right. That's a big black one. That one. Click that one. That's what it's like.
Why the fuck do those exist? It's not even your dick.
Dude, what if you had a micro penis? Like literally.
What would you feel, dude?
It's about pleasuring the girl.
I don't give a fuck. I want to come. I want to come,
Yeah, well,
motherfucker.
holy fuck, dude. 11 and a half. 11 and a half.
Oh, speaking of dicks, Joe just lost fantasy football, and he had to ride around with a dildo on his car for a week. And he didn't want to be seen with it, so he fucking took a sock, put it around the dildo, and then duct taped the dildo. So he had a fucking sock that looked like a dildo, duct taped, flopping around in his car for a week.
So I got last place in fantasy football, and the punishment was to have a week long have a dildo on my car. There's no way I was going to work with a dildo on my car. I had to do something.
It was the funniest fucking... Because how we got it is we were eating, and like it was like 6 of our boys, and then we're like, dude, you know what we should do today? We should go get Joe's dildo. And
You guys had this conversation.
We
all together, 6
yes,
dudes. Hey,
yes.
let's go pick up a dildo.
While
How
eating.
gay is that?
While eating. And we were like... And I was so excited to be in there. 6 dudes deep. And like, you know, like when fucking like you're in middle school and you hear the word sex and you're like, like you got all giddy and shit.
Yeah.
That was us in the sex
Like
are looking at the dicks and like, it's a penis.
Your first time in sex ed when the teacher goes penis and all the guys laugh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and like, yeah, when we talk about sex and they're like a vagina and you're like, you're like laughing and shit. We walked in there and like,
So
it's not.
You're telling me 6 grown men
Yes.
went to a sex store and picked out a dildo together?
Took us 25 minutes to decide.
Did you get any other accessories? Lube? Flavored condoms?
No, that's for next year when you fucking actually sit on the dildo if you lose.
I'm not losing next year. I'm really into sports, and I've been playing fantasy football. This was my 11th year, and that was the first time I ever came in last place. 11 years.
Damn, and that was the year that you decided to put the dildo, and that was the year that they decided the dildo was a punishment.
I know.
What a perfect fucking year 2019 was.
For you.
Actually, 2019 was like a crazy ass fucking year.
It was
I think for everyone.
It was average for me. It was average. It wasn't
No, I don't think it was
No,
average
actually,
for you.
it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good.
It was a whole life change for you, dude.
Absolutely.
Getting this house,
Car,
fucking car.
journeyman's license.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was huge.
Yeah, it was a big year.
And that's another thing with relationships. I would have not done any of that at all.
Unless I was
in a relationship with someone who wants to grow with me.
Yeah.
And that's one of the big things that I look for in a relationship is we both want to grow together. And that's huge. That's huge for me. She literally I mean, I had to do everything myself, but she pushed me. She's continues to push me to be a better person. And that's like a huge thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, like, if you don't have like I mean, I can't say anything because like right now I'm like I feel stuck, but not stuck to the point where like, oh, my life sucks. Like I still have a general idea of what I want to happen with my life, but like I'm stuck as in the sense of like I'm not moving forward as much as I want to, but like that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
like
that's life, man.
I like a lot of these people think that like they see all this shit and they see all these people being successful and they see all these people like buying shit or going places, traveling everywhere. Like, dude, it's okay. Like your time's going to come. Even if you don't get that, it's okay. Like it literally is perfectly fine.
It's like the debate we've had this one before, but what would you rather have? A job where you make a job where you make $150,000 but you hate it,
and then like
or a job where you make
$50,000
but you love it. It's like you literally love doing it. Which would you rather have?
I'd rather have the $50,000.
The one that you love, the job that you love. It's so hard. It's so hard because if it was more money, $150,000, I mean, can be a lot of money, but it's not enough to hate your life.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was like $1 million, yeah, I'll suck it up.
Oh no, shit.
$1 million a year, but you have to make it more realistic.
Yeah, but like, if you are, like, let's say if you're living your life just to, like, do you think that like money is your only happiness, and it's not like actual self-happiness? I don't know. That's just not the way I want to live.
What would be your dream job? Your absolute dream job?
Dream job?
If you could do something and get paid for it for the rest of your life.
This?
Yeah. Podcasting?
Not necessarily podcasting. I'd love to be like an actor
like
or like
entertainment.
Entertainment.
Really?
For sure. I want to be a stand-up too.
Yeah, that's kind of why we started this a little bit too, because we've talked about doing stand-up a ton, but I'm too much of a bitch, and this is an easier platform for me to talk my shit.
Yeah.
Rather than getting up on stage in front of people where I'm terrified.
Yeah, it's easier to bullshit back and forth, other than like depending on yourself to like pull the fucking show or like kill at every joke.
My dream job is just really lame, but I'd be a professional golfer.
Would you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I could golf every day, 100% I would.
Yeah. I mean, like when we're talking about like dream job, like I'd love to be a pro soccer player, but that's like.
Well, that's what I asked. I didn't ask your
you mean like
obtainable dream job. I asked your dream job.
Oh yeah, pro soccer player.
Pro soccer player,
for sure.
Anything about
pro sports.
The thing about this and entertainment and what we want to expand with what we're doing here in the future, and at a certain point, what we're doing becomes a job. If we stick to it, things go right. It's not our end goal. It's a goal we would like to have, but this could become a job, and then you're forced to do shit, and then it makes us feel more like a job.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that would happen to us. But that is place where this could go.
You know why I think that I'm not like scared to make money, but like people that have that much money and they're expected to like invest it and like do all this shit. I don't have the mind for that. Like I don't know what business to start. I don't know
more
what
money, more problems.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have like my brother, dude. My brother, since we were fucking little, this motherfucker like had thousands of ideas of what he wanted to do, of like
to make money.
Yeah, like starting this business, going into this business, doing this business, even if he had no fucking clue how to do it. It's just like his mindset. In my head, I'm like, dude, if I don't understand it, I don't know how. Like, if I won $100 million, I don't know what the fuck I would invest it in. I would just keep it.
$100 million, get a financial advisor, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know to do that shit?
Because that's what they're paid to do.
Well, I understand that
financial advisor.
Well, that's more of like they financially advise you on like how to spend your money, not where to spend your money.
How to spend your money. You can have financial advisors that show you stocks and stuff to put it in.
Well, yeah,
things
but
like
that's I don't want to do none of that bullshit.
that's how you make money when you
I
have a lot of money.
understand that, but like I want to fucking actually make money off of something that I also find interest in. Like
Okay.
open a business or like have something that like I invest in and then other people go towards it and like I help other people.
I
like,
don't want to own
That's what I'm saying.
my
I
own
don't
business.
Me neither.
Sounds
That's
like a
why
lot of hard work.
That's why I
The
don't.
thing, when you own a business, it's 24/7. It is constant. You are always on the job, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want that to be my
Unless
life.
and it depends what it is. Because if it was something I enjoy, truly, the ins and outs, then yeah, I would enjoy owning a business. Like
Yeah.
if for some reason this did take off and this became a business, then yeah, I would enjoy doing it and I would love it.
Yeah, like having your own studio, having all your ticks and tacks on the table and shit.
Ticks and tacks.
Like that Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're talking about like little things on the table.
I love that shit.
Yeah, we need more things on
I
here.
know.
We have nothing. Water bottle.
I want it to be
phone,
like more significant.
ashtray.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need things. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have a few things we can put on this board.
I know. Like I want like weird shit on there. So
The problem is we have to take every time we want to play ping pong, we have to take it off this thing.
we haven't played ping pong in like 2 years.
That's not true.
It's been like a year.
Less than a year. I've played in the last 6 months on this.
I said we, not I.
Oh, that's because you're scared to lose.
Fuck off. Before I break your knee a third time, bitch.
Wow.
Like by the way, guys, Joe tore his ACL twice. Once playing sports. Now what are you telling about the second time?
Basically, I got really drunk and I tried to break a metal chair, like one of those those foldable metal party chairs. It was one of those bad drunk moments where my friends were being destructive and I felt the destruction just bolt through me and I felt like I needed to break something. So the only thing next to me that I could break in my mind, I thought I could break it, was a chair. So I tried to jump like through the chair to break it and instead broke my knee.
Dude, it was the funniest fucking
Were
thing
you there?
ever.
Were you there?
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was the same
you
night
there?
John was breaking all those bottles, remember?
Matty Ice? Yeah?
Yeah, it was the same night.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, for sure.
And you know when that was? That was when we were at Alexis's house, like Emmy and Kelsey's old, like house now.
Yeah.
And we did the goatees. Remember when Alexis shaved goatees?
No.
I swear to
No
God,
way.
dude, I had the video on my phone.
I was not on the ground with a goatee.
1000% you were.
I am a positive I wasn't.
I can tell you what you were wearing.
I know.
You were wearing your fucking
Matt
Cubs
has-
hat.
Matt, well, yeah, because that's all I wore every day. That's not fair. You can't use
loser.
that. You can't use.
You
a
were
thing.
wearing black
Matt-
sunglasses.
Matt has
or
a video
black
of me on the
safety
floor.
glasses.
Matt has a video of me on the floor. I don't have a goatee.
It's my video.
Well, Matt has the video. It might be your video, but Matt has it.
How much you want to bet that you have a goatee? Dude, I'll bet you another co-host.
Why we got to talk about that? Dude?
I'm just kidding.
We do need another mic because we want to have guests. But
Yeah.
what were we just talking about? That me breaking my knee. Basically, the last 2 years, I've had like 6 surgeries. I had before when I broke my knee, to get my knee fixed, I had to get the old hardware removed from my previous surgery, and then I had to get a bone graft to repair the hole from my previous
Didn't
surgery.
they get it from your ass or some shit?
No, it was a bone. It was a cadaver bone. They don't pull. Why would they pull a bone from your ass?
I don't fucking know. Do science.
So I had to get a bone graft, and then once I got the bone graft, I had to wait 6 months for the bone to heal, for them to re-drill through my knee. Then after I had that, I got the ACL surgery, the second one. Shortly after that, recovering from that, I had a huge cyst on the back of my neck
I remember that.
that was like the size of a tennis ball.
I remember that.
I got that removed, and then following that, somewhere along that summer, I got a polyp in my vocal cord from screaming
That was the
too loud.
Best fucking 4 weeks of my life.
It
I
was
didn't have to hear this fuck face talk, dude. It was the
it was
best
supposed
thing
to be
in the world.
10 days where I couldn't talk. That was like one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. Like literally, I couldn't talk for 10 days. what they do, basically, I got a polyp because your vocal cords are like this, and when you scream over and over again, they hit each other, and it'll create a polyp on the actual vocal cord, which is basically like a cyst. So I had to go in there and cut it, and for it to heal without messing it up, you can't talk, you can't make these go like this, so you can't you can't whisper, you can't anything that uses the vocal cords.
So how the fuck did you work?
That's let me explain. So I took a few days after the surgery. I took a few days off, and then I had to go back into work shortly thereafter. And I literally, with my job, I couldn't
Do
get
your
anything
job,
done.
yeah.
Because I'm a higher up, so I have to like tell people what to do. And I literally had a panic attack at work. Like I don't think I've ever told. Don't make fun of me. It's very serious. No, literally, I had a full on, and I've dealt with anxiety pretty bad before, but never had a panic attack in like five years probably. And I had one at work, literally, and it's crippling. And I literally just stopped going to work till I got my voice back after that, because I was like, I couldn't do my job. I went for like 2 days, and then
I don't know how the fuck I could never not use my voice.
it was the
I
hard,
talk so much shit.
It was the hardest thing.
I don't
would-
understand how it's even possible.
I'd rather probably it's tough, dude. I'm almost rather tear my ACL again than fucking have a vocal cord polyp removed.
I would, because at least if you tear your ACL, you can say, it hurts.
That, like, I had my jaw wired shut too when I got jumped, and that was for 6 weeks. And you could still talk, but you have to eat everything through a straw, like kind of on the 50-cent shit.
That's
you know?
insane. Joe, you're like a walking just cripple, dude.
I know,
You're
25.
like a living cripple.
I've had like 6 or 7 major surgeries,
I've had one surgery in my whole life.
and major where I'm going under.
Yeah.
Under.
No.
There was,
I've never even broke anything.
no?
No.
Damn.
My dick.
I've broken my jaw, my wrist, tore my ACLs.
No. Nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I played sports my whole life.
Yeah, and you've done some extreme things.
I played sports my whole life.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's
Every day.
crazy. Do you drink a lot of milk?
I was in a milk commercial, remember?
You were a childhood actor. I forgot about that. I've
Yeah.
seen the video. It's great. You were very good.
I was what they call a foreign child star. It aired for like 6 years, dude.
Seriously. It
Yes.
was that good?
Yeah.
Was it I remember basically dude, do you think Matt could find the video?
No.
No?
No, because I've tried to look it up.
But I remember seeing the video. I forget where I seen
Yeah.
it. You
It's on
definitely
my
showed it
phone.
to me. That's where it is.
Yeah.
It's like your mom comes down into the video and she's like, what do you want to drink? And you're like, milk.
And I fucking like come down these stairs, and I'm going down, and they told me the stairs were like, it was like the second floor, but it was like fucking like 15 to 20 stairs, and they had no railing, so it was just fucking stairs going down. And I was this like 8-year-old kid, and I'm going down. I went down with socks, and the first time I ate shit, dude.
Did they get that
And I
on
was like,
video?
ding, 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 ding. And they were like, all right, take 5.
Do you remember? Do you remember it vividly?
Fuck yeah, I remember all of it. Yeah.
Were you in like a studio?
It was a house.
It was a house. You
Yeah,
were
it was
in a
someone's
studio?
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't your house?
No.
And your mom wasn't the mom actor,
No,
right?
it wasn't Jamal.
Jemima?
No.
Ray's mom's hot, by the way.
The actor was hot as fuck, though. I was 7. I was thinking, like, damn, is this what sex feels like? Because I fucking love this lady.
Yeah,
No,
you were
she was
7
hot.
and you imagined your whole life with this 30-year-old woman marrying her.
Oh, dude, I imagined her, like, being a grandma, me being, like, 30. And I'm just fucking with you. But, like, it was fucking crazy. There's, like, producers telling me shit. And there was, like, people, like, telling me, like, do this, do that, smile, do this. And I was like, why the fuck are these dudes so fucking uppity about this? Like, just relax, bro. And I'm like, okay, this is their actual fucking job.
Yeah, like this
Let
is,
me just
this
not
is
talk
serious,
shit.
and
Yeah.
you're a little kid, and you need
Bitch,
to
I
shut
was
up
like,
and do your
bitch,
job.
I'm the star.
Yeah?
No. I got a
Is
100.
that the only acting you ever did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I was in a couple drama plays in high school.
You did drama?
Yeah, fuck
Huh.
yeah.
I wish I did drama. My school didn't have a drama. I didn't have a. I went to a really basically a private school. We didn't have a football team. We didn't
Explains
have.
a lot.
What does that explain? Not having a football team. What does that explain?
Not the football team, but the private school part.
Oh, well, whatever. Didn't have a drama class. Didn't have music class. I mean, we didn't even have a band or anything. No football team. Very few sports. But I was on because it was so small. I probably would have made varsity at a public school, but I made varsity sports freshman year: golf and baseball.
You made varsity golf?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I hate that you take pride in that.
I was most improved. By the end of the year, we got awards. Most improved.
So you were the shittest, and you became shitty.
I was low grade, and then I went.
And then you became just meh.
Yeah, exactly.
You went from blah to meh.
Golf kind of works, at least at my school. I don't know how it works elsewhere, but it's like chairs in band. So you have first chair, second chair, third chair, fourth chair. That's basically how it is in golf. Your best player is your first chair, and then your not the worst player of the four is your fourth chair. And I started out not being on a chair, and I ended up being a fourth or third chair.
You guys play in spring, right?
Yeah, spring into
Right?
early spring.
Yeah.
No. Maybe it was I think it was after baseball season because I was able to play baseball, and then baseball's in the spring.
Yeah, it is more like towards the end of school. I remember that.
Yeah. What did you only play soccer in high school?
I dove.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I dove for a year and 3 practices.
I'd like to see you in that little Speedo again today. Not like back then, but today.
I actually have both of them.
Are you serious?
I'm dead
Will you
ass
get
serious.
into one for
and
me?
I have the whole fucking like warm up, like
Coat?
big
The little coat?
tracksuit. The
Yeah?
big tracksuit.
Do you
I
think
have
you could
it.
still fit in the Speedo? Well, we know your package will still fit, but do you think you will fit?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we
last
get you
summer.
in? Can we get you in it? Can we get you in it?
Oh, dude, I'll do a podcast with it on.
Will you?
Yes.
Like you don't. You could. We'll wear it and then present it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
I'm down. I'll do
Now-
a few of my poses.
High school. Did you have any relationships in high school?
No, I was a
No.
big fuckface. I was an asshole in high school.
You didn't have a single relationship?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Not when do you say relationship? Even like official dating?
I don't know, like dating.
I talked to a lot of girls, but I didn't date any of them.
No, I had two.
Like girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, as serious as it is in high school.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, because like when I was a freshman, I was a little fat fuck, and like
Yeah,
sophomore year,
I remember
I
seeing
like
pictures.
I lost a fuck ton of weight. And
How
then,
did you
like,
dive as a little fat fuck?
It was when I was unfat fuck.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And when I unfat fuckified myself. Yeah, I came back sophomore year, and like because in Allen Park, which is where I graduated from, I came halfway through freshman year, so like March.
Yeah.
So when I came back sophomore year, everyone was like, "Hey man, did you just move into the school? Because like we've never seen you before." I'm like, "Dude, it's me."
They literally didn't think it
I
was
was like, "Bro, it's me.
It's me,
It's
guys.
Ray."
It's Ray.
And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Seriously?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Wow.
So like after that, I started getting like a little bit of attention from girls, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like it fucking.
Is that when you blossomed?
I did blossom.
bloomed?
Yeah.
I was a late bloomer.
Were you really?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, my prime of my confidence and attractiveness was probably 17.
You don't think you're in your prime right now?
No.
No?
I think I'm past my prime.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking, I don't know. I mean, think I could get back to it. I guess. I don't know. I just I think I'm as far as attractiveness. I think I'm past my prime, for sure. I think you're getting hotter every day.
Let's see how much gear these compliments get every podcast.
You're every time I see you, you're more attractive.
Thanks, man.
I mean, not. I don't think I'm bad, but I think my prime was then. That's when I was slaying the most pussy.
Has a girlfriend. No, because you did shit back then, dude. You don't do shit now.
Yeah, I'm an old man. I got
Why?
responsibilities and shit. I got things.
I have the same responsibilities as you, bitch.
You live with your mom.
What? That doesn't have to do anything.
I got a dog. that I barely take care of.
Are you literally fucking kidding me right now?
That's a big responsibility.
You went from you live with your mom to I got a dog.
No.
That's not an excuse.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna argue with that.
I just, dude, like, do you remember how fat I was last summer? Like toxic relationship.
Yeah, you
Last
said
summer?
you said you were 225.
40 pounds, right? Weighed myself the other day. I was 190, and I started at 230.
That's 30 pounds.
I was
Oh,
190.
230. Okay, that's 40. You said you were 230. Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God.
Swear to
dude,
God.
On my life.
Wow, that's inspiring. I weigh 225 pounds right now, and you make me want to lose weight. But then I like see a cheeseburger, and I'm like, maybe I don't want to lose weight.
It's hard, dude. It's so fucking hard. But you,
Hey, you motherfucker, you always coming over here with salads and shit. I'm like,
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
it's discipline though. If you have some discipline in
100%.
your life, dude, like, and it's good for you. Not even in the aspect of like losing weight. It's just like good for your like your mental health.
Yeah, that I wish I was more like that. I get spurts of it, but it's hard. It's so hard to stick to it discipline wise.
It's easy.
That's the hardest part.
I'm just saying it's easy for you or like us, people that have morning shifts.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to get into a routine. Like, hey, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go to work. I go to lunch at this time. I eat, and then I eat one time when I get back home, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing with my current relationship. I gained 20 pounds being in this relationship.
I get it, bro.
Happy weight. That's what I call
bro.
it. It's my happy weight.
Doesn't look that happy, but I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, like, you get comfortable, and like when you think of meals, like when you're in a relationship, you think of like two people eating, and you have to think of like, if I eat this healthy meal, my girlfriend might not want to eat this healthy meal. So
Well, that's thing you do with your significant other is
Yeah,
you go
you
out
eat.
to eat.
Yeah,
you
100%.
go get good food
For
and
sure.
you enjoy that shit because it's delicious.
for sure, and that's a part of a relationship too. But like, there's a big balance between like finding and having your cheat days and like going off and like just doing whatever the fuck you want to, like just having a routine.
Could you date a fitness nut?
Define fitness, not.
Chuck, when he was crazy, girl version.
You mentioned Chuck and everything just went
Okay,
blank.
like that's what I'm saying.
after.
That motherfucker was going to the gym like every day, all day.
No, I wouldn't mind that.
He was like retarded into it.
I wouldn't
There's
mind
nothing
that.
wrong with that. Like a fitness nut. Like she's in.
If she
all
was
she cares about is the gym.
If she was that crazy about fitness, but didn't have Chuck's personality, I would 100%.
I'm not talking Chuck's personality. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
a fitness nut.
Yeah.
Why did you even make me define it then?
Because I just wanted to hear you talk shit about Chuck.
You knew I was gonna bring Chuck up.
Yes.
Chuck's just one of our friends who's a fitness nut.
Yeah, he's got the meatballs for brains though.
Yeah, for sure. And
He's
he's
a
got
fucking
he's
dumbass.
got pep nips, pepperoni nipples.
Well, there's our camera again.
Well, what we could do is we can pause the podcast and bring it back.
That's fine.
A little break, and then we'll come back right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back. Our camera died, but we're back. We're gonna continue the conversation we were just
Talk
having.
about Chuck's dumbass and his meatball brains.
And his pepperoni nips.
Dude, biggest nipples
Pep-
I've ever seen in my
Little
life.
pep nips.
And I've seen a lot of porn, dude. I've watched a lot of porn. That
They're
motherfucker.
salami nips.
Dude, they're like, you know, bologna or blagine.
Yeah.
If Chuck like stood naked and just opened his arms like this, and you slapped bologna on his fucking like nipples, I wouldn't even tell the difference.
You hear my dog going crazy
Going-
out there? Yeah, literally bologna nips.
And like he gets so fucking offended.
Yeah, that's
when
why
you
we're
talk
talking about it.
Hey,
'cause
but
we
I
know-
have the smallest nips.
Have you seen mine?
I have smaller nips.
Let me
than
see.
you.
Let me see. I want to see yours. What do you think, Matt? Who's got smaller nips?
Dude, you can barely even see mine.
Dude, they're the same color of my skin. Does that help me?
Well, we're not talking about color of the skin. We're talking about actual circumference. Yeah, exactly.
Damn it. Hold on. The areola, but what about the actual nipple? Look at my nipple.
Dude, look at my Joe. Are you literally like discussing this with me right now,
okay.
dude?
So that's the areola part, right? The areola.
Yeah, because my
part's
nipple's
smaller.
hard right now.
Why is your nip hard?
I don't know, dude.
Look, look at that part compared to your part.
Yeah, it's hard right now. Yours is not.
Whatever. Fine, you beat me.
Okay, thank you. I have smaller nipples. Thank you.
They're little buttery nipples. Do you think that made for good video content?
I hope so.
I
hope we gain like 4 extra viewers because of our nipples.
Yeah, they're gonna see. Well, we can use that.
Maybe some dude with.
We can use that part as the clip where you see our just helly out of shape or our hairy out of shape bodies.
That's our clickbait.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dudes rub nipples with each other.
Lights off, socks on.
Nipple wars.
Yeah.
No, but maybe some dude that thinks he has small nipples and he's self-conscious about it, maybe he can see that and be like, oh, there's other me's out there.
Yeah.
You can feel confident. That's what we're here for. Body positivity.
That's all this podcast is.
Hindsight is 2020, baby.
Yeah. That's all this podcast is basically a body posy. Hashtag body posy podcast.
Tell me why I just watched Joe order that same thing that Lizzo wore at that Lakers game the other day.
It's in the mail. I bought it on Amazon.
He wants to wear it at poker night.
That's one thing about. I know I'm self-conscious about some shit, but I try to be I'm confident in my own skin.
Yeah,
like
me
when
too.
It comes down to it, I don't care. Like, you know how some dudes that are bigger, they don't like taking their shirt off and shit. I don't care at all.
Yeah, it's a body, bro.
I don't care.
It's a human body. It's anatomy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Some dudes probably should keep your shirt on.
Yeah, 100%. Fat fuck.
Some just like some women shouldn't wear leggings. Some dudes should keep their shirt on.
I don't know about leggings are fine even with fat chicks, but like those short shorts in the summer,
there's a weight limit
where there's like fupa coming out of the zipper. I'm like, dude, it's not for you. Homegirl, it's not for you. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just wear something more flexible.
Just wear something a little more body flattering.
Yeah, 100%. Make wear something that like makes your body look like you know how when you wear black it makes you look more slimming.
That's why I only
find
wear black.
Clothes that do that for you, not just a color, but clothes, brands.
Yeah.
People don't. When I was like heavier, I used to shop at certain places.
I didn't even notice you were that fat. That's how good you were hiding it.
Exactly. I was a fake little bitch.
Yeah, you little fake whore.
Yeah, I was a little fake fucking little bitch, dude. But no, I didn't feel comfortable. And like, if I went to like a fucking, like if you went to like Express or some shit and you wore one of their shirts, it's tight because that's how the material is. Or like, that's how it is designed to do. If you're pushing a certain weight and you wear that shirt, my man, it was not made for your body type.
I agree. I remember seeing you, right? So when you broke up with we'll just call her Bitch Face. When you broke up with Bitch Face, you quit hanging out for a little bit and kind of worked on yourself there for a little bit because that's what happens when you go through a breakup. And like a month, I hadn't seen you. Like it was like that's like the longest time I hadn't seen you in years. And you came back, and dude, I was like, "Holy shit, this motherfucker lost like one version of yourself, dude. You were so skinny." I was like, "Holy shit!"
And it's crazy because you don't notice it.
No, because you're seeing yourself every day, so it's just
yeah. And I never like when people would tell me, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like I feel the same. Obviously, I feel more healthy and more energetic and all that shit. But like,
are you self-conscious about that little fold that you have on your stomach? You know what I'm talking about?
My surgery thing?
See, you had another surgery.
I have one surgery.
Oh, that's what the one surgery
Yeah.
was? Yeah, what's that
I had my
from?
appendix removed.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it like
I guess
blew
I knew
up.
that. I guess I knew that. Your appendix blew up?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for like 2 months,
Iranian
bro.
kamikaze, those are two different things. Iranian.
You just went full racist there and just combined two racist things together, dude.
I mean,
You're like Iranian kamikaze, boom, boom.
I mean that in the most non-racist way.
No, it fucking blew up.
Wow,
And,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I guess I did, but I forgot it.
Dude, I went like a little mental for a minute too. I was like 7 or 8, and like I remember how my mind felt, and I stayed there for like a month and a half to 2 months, and I was like walking around, I was looking at shit, and it wasn't making sense to me.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know if I was like.
Can you explain
drugged
that
up.
again?
Like, they would have times where they'd let us off, like they'd let me off to like walk around, and I would like go on the lockers and shit, and like be just looking up and just banging on the lockers.
Hold on. Start from the beginning. Where are you? Where they're letting you?
Oh, in Albania.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Make fun of my third world country, bitch. Where were you? We're in America.
No. What lockers? Like, what are you talking about?
It's like they were like employee lockers. Like there was a
Are
hallway.
you talking about being in the hospital?
Yes, I was
Okay, you were in
admitted.
the hospital
No, I
for
wasn't
2
admitted
months.
for my fucking brain. Obviously, I was admitted because like my appendix blew up and that
Yeah.
was a recovery process.
Okay, 2 months you were in the hospital and some.
About yeah.
Okay, that's what, I didn't catch that part. And then they would let you out and you would go up to the lockers and bang on them.
Yeah, dude, and I didn't know why, and shit wasn't making sense to me. And then
No?
like, cause I was so confined to just certain colors like every single day in like a certain room in a certain environment every day, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this even real?
Really?
I swear to God, it was.
It was probably because you were drugged up.
I was
you
like
were saying.
7 or 8, bro, and I was just walking around. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
You were that.
I didn't know who I
Do
was.
you remember it that vividly?
Yeah.
Those kind of things. It's crazy how memory works, where you remember certain things and not
Like
others.
it wasn't traumatic because like nothing happened
Well,
to
shit,
me.
that was traumatic.
Yeah, but like not to the point where like fucking like it fucked me up. It was just like another experience that made me think.
Okay. At 7, were you thinking that deeply?
I don't know, man. I was pretty enlightened.
I didn't get enlightened.
I was pretty woke at
It
7.
It took me like
It took a Iranian kamikaze appendix blow up to get me enlightened.
I don't feel like I became intellectual until after high school, which is kind of crazy.
I was that one little kid though that wanted to like have a conversation with the grown-ups. That was my stomach just fucking farting.
That was wild.
Yeah, I was that little kid that wanted to like get into conversations with grown-ups. So like every time they would say shit, I would like pick it up in my head and like keep it there and until I found the meaning of it, and then like I would just fucking talk.
That's kind of that's something we have in common. When I was a kid, I befriended a lot of older people.
Me too.
I grew up on a regular suburban block where there's just houses lined up down a street, and I would go hang out with. This was back before shit was weird. Like it was before shit was weird, where you didn't want to go into someone's house. I would go and hang out with older people like that were like 40, and I'm like an 8-year-old kid hanging out with them.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a weird way, but like just literally hanging out with them.
It felt like, cause you know like when you're younger you want to like impress the older people.
Yeah, it felt cool.
Yeah, and then like they would be talking, you crack a joke, and they'd be like ha ha ha, like this fucking young kid cracking jokes, and they would laugh, and you'd sit there and be like, like this fucking, like that's how I felt.
Yeah,
but like dude, you know how kids have that stage where they ask why about everything when they're like 3 or 4 years old?
Yeah.
I had that shit till I was like 12.
Are you retarded?
Okay, asshole. No, I would ask why about everything. Not why, but like what everything meant.
Okay.
Because like you're telling me when you were a kid and someone explained something to you, you were like, okay, I got it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't stop until I for sure like 100% knew all of it.
You kind of learn quickly as a kid that like a lot of parents and older people don't want to explain that shit to you. They don't like.
That's why
you just catch on to that.
I have my aunt.
Yeah, she like explained it all to
She fucking everything. I would come home with a different word every day, and this was like in Albanian, obviously, and like she would explain shit to me, and I'd be like, what the fuck does this mean? Why do we use this?
Yeah. Here's another little snippet about my childhood. That age where I didn't know anything, my sister was on the phone and I was like listening to her conversation, and she used the word blowjob, and I was like, what the fuck is a blowjob? And I went to my mom and I'm like, hey, what's a blowjob? Probably 8 years old, and she's like, where did you hear that? And I'm like, Becky said it. Like, it to me, like literally my 8-year-old I thought it was like some type of like hair dryer, like
you think of something like childish and like playful. You don't think of a fucking.
And then I think they had to explain it. I think they like lightly explained it to me, and
they have to explain it. They can't lie to you.
No,
because then you
go and use it like outside of that.
Exactly. If you use it in the different fucking context. Yeah. You know, I never had the sex conversation with my mom. It was just I knew.
Really?
Yeah.
My parents were. I had the conversation, but my family's always open about not sex per se, but just open about that, like just shit.
Yeah.
We're more open and like
my
dad made us sit at the dinner table every day. We had to have dinner together every day.
Traditional fucking.
Yeah. So now that's like, and I think I'll pass that on to like, and I think I pass that on to my children.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, there's a certain like like page I want to follow from my like how my mom raised us and shit, but there's also shit that I want to like incorporate that I think that not that I missed out on because I had a fucking amazing childhood and I think I was raised very good, but there's a lot of shit that like I've experienced as grown up to how the world is changing now that I would incorporate differently than my mom.
Yeah. Do you think that, just to get back to the main topic to close this out, do you think that affects your relationships, like the way you were
1000%.
raised and like the way your mom went about shit?
1000%. I think when my mom was upset about my relationship, it made me more upset than what the actual problem of my relationship was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, my family, it was like always like it was just relationships were just always something from a kid that I just always seen from like when I started understanding that stuff. My sister was in a relationship, my brother was in a relationship, and they just kept going with relationships.
Yeah.
So I just saw that as I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. See, I never saw that.
Yeah, and it was just something that I always. The thing is that it was a lot of the time was good relationships because my parents, I looked at it like a really really good relationship until they got divorced. Maybe not always really good, but it was a 21 year relationship.
Yeah.
Marriage, and I saw that, and I valued that. Like it was something I saw value.
Like that was the only way that it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
100%.
But that was a long time that we just talked for.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a lot shorter than it was.
I kind of I kept looking and I was like, dude, has it been like 20 minutes even? And
it
then
was,
look up.
What was the
it's
time
not
on it, Matt? 1:30.
1:26 right now.
So about an hour and 30 minutes, which is
Damn.
crazy. But good podcast
It was
length.
good,
I think is a good
good
little,
flow.
Yeah, that like again, I feel like in the beginning we have a hard time getting started, but once we get started, it kind of just flows.
It'll get better. I promise it'll get better.
It felt good. I don't even care if it's not good. It
Yeah.
feels good to me, and don't care.
If it feels good to Joe, it feels good to me too.
And I think we're having like a quick little discussion about it. I think we had a good job sticking pretty close to topic and bringing what we were talking about back.
We
into
brought
our
everything
topic.
around. That's what I told you when we start the podcast. Is going to be one main topic with 1,000 fucking side stories.
Yeah, I feel like I told
And
you
I am-
so many things you had no idea about.
But
me.
like I'm holding back a lot too because I don't want to go on a fucking
Why are
3-hour spiel.
oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's for tuning in next
Thanks.
episode.
Thanks, guys. That was the Banter Basement Podcast. Kind of, our camera just ended perfectly. I don't know if we'll cut that out, but that's it, guys. Find us on all the podcast formats: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube at the Banter Basement Podcast, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us, yo, dog.
Club Penguin, please.
Follow us on Club Penguin. Peace.